Hey everybody, it's Comedex and I got another FNM report for you guys. Another draft, this one from M19. I went 2-1 this week. I played green-red ramp, basically. Although I do have several little splashes in here. Anyways, this deck was a lot of fun to play. The core of the deck, the way this works, is basically I managed to get 6 different 3-mana cards that add a mana of any color. We have Manalith, taps for any color of mana, Dragon Sword taps for any color of mana, and also Dragon Sword if you play a dragon later, such as sacrificing a Disciple, dropping a Demanding Dragon, or dropping a Spark Tongue Dragon, you get to tap it to draw a card. Gift of Paradise is very good, 3 mana, gain 3 life, and now the enchanted land can tap for 2 mana of any color. That card's exceptional because by itself it lets me cast the splash of the Leonin War Leader or the splash of the Windreader Sphinx. I don't even have to have 2 Manaliths out or 2 Disciples out or like a Rupture Spire out. So basically, yeah, this deck works by having a lot of different things to tap for any mana of any color so that I can splash in these 2 very strong bombs. And then also it works by, since I do have those 6 3-drops that add a mana of any color, I can very consistently drop a 5-drop on turn 4 and very consistently make it into casting 7 drops or the Spark Tongue Dragon as an 8-drop to kill something. So yeah, this deck was a lot of fun. I definitely think that I was undervaluing Gift of Paradise a lot. Before I was kind of like, I don't know if it'll really work in this format. I don't know if a ramp deck will work. Definitely, if you get hooked up with enough 3-mana cards that add a mana of any color, you can make a pretty sick deck, especially because you can just start taking bombs in any random color, like a Leonin War Leader, and pretty consistently cast it. Kind of issues did I have? I think my main issue was Flyers. The match that I lost was against white-blue Flyers. They had multiple copies of the white-blue and 2 colorless 2/4 that gets +2 and flying if you control an artifact, which they always controlled an artifact. That card was very bad for me because my Flyers are a giant spider. It's a 2/4 with reach, so it does not block a 4/4 flyer well. A Spark Tongue Dragon, it's a 3/3 flyer, does not block a 4/4 well. Windreader Sphinx that gets killed pretty much every time I cast it because it's a big old bomb, and a Demanding Dragon. So I have 2 flyers in this whole deck that are capable of blocking 4/4 flyers and surviving at all. Like Windreader Sphinx doesn't even block them profitably, it just blocks them. So yeah, that was a pretty big problem. That's why I lost that match. They just had a lot of flyers. The 4-mana 2/4s that get +2 and flying, and the Scholar of something. It's like a 6-mana 4/4 flyer, and you scry when you play it. So yeah, that deck was pretty sick. Other little cute combos in here. Declare Dominance with 2 of the Daggerback Baloth. They're 3-mana 2/2 Death Touch. Daggerback Basilisk, not a Baloth. Baloths are much larger. That, any game where I got to cast Declare Dominance on a Daggerback Basilisk, I just won that game because it kills up to 5 of their creatures because it's a 2/2 Death Touch. Giving it +3/+3 means it'll have 5 power. It only has to do 1 damage to each of their creatures. So, yeah, that's pretty much game ending anytime you can do that. Other than that, just some random removal and Electrify. And the Fiery Finish, which usually isn't the greatest, but I have enough ramp in here that the mana cost isn't that terrible. The Demanding Dragon, actually, I know everybody says it's like pretty good, but the times that I cast it, it was just good because it's a 5-mana 5/5 flyer. The extra text did absolutely nothing in any of my matches. I played against a guy with a bunch of 1/1 tokens. He's just like, I'll sack a 1/1. And I played against a guy with a white-black life gain deck who was at like literally 36 life or something when I cast this, so he's like, oh, I'll just take 5. So yeah, that's just a 5-mana 5/5 flyer, but that alone is really good. Yeah, I'm just not as big of a fan of the extra text as most people were. I think I've went over anything special at all. The Rock's Oracles didn't really do much of anything. 5 mana 4/2, when it enters the battlefield you draw a card. I'm still unsure about how good those are. I don't really think that they're great. Palaka Worm, as always, is just a sweet, big old bomb. Vivian's Invocation in a deck with enough large creatures like this one, that's a pretty sweet large bomb. You look at the top 7, pick a creature, play it, and that creature deals damage equal to its power to one of your opponent's creatures. So basically 7 mana, get a fatty, and kill their best thing. Pretty sweet card. The only other thing to talk about, I guess, is the Suspicious Bookcase, which I think this is the best I have ever seen Suspicious Bookcase be, because oh my god. This must just be like the perfect deck for Suspicious Bookcase. Casting it on turn 2 worked very well to just block anything with like 3 power, and if they want to use a pump spell to get rid of the bookcase, fine, but usually nobody did. So this managed to save a lot of life just by blocking things, and then late game, the 3 mana tap, target creature can't be blocked. Incredible with a bunch of just fat creatures like 4/5s, 4/2s, 5/5, 7/7, and so on. So yeah, really fun deck. I had a great time, won a couple packs, and that's what I played this week at FNM. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.